From time to time, I tend to showcase some first-person shooter, military simulation type of games on my channel, even though this channel is meant for sports genre. But let's go ahead and get right into it. No matter what era it is, if it's the past, present, or futuristic type of shooter game, I enjoy action-packed battles. I tend to go back and forth between World War II and current urban warfare. My favorite game of all time is Battlefield. I pretty much stayed away from Call of Duty, and now I'm dipping into other games outside of those two major companies between Activision and EA. And it's catering more to the mil sim side, which is like Hell Let Loose, the World War II era, or Squad. But the only game that really stands out and is very unique for its game mechanics, and a game that I really have been enjoying lately, which has been out for a long time, and that's Enlisted. Enlisted is developed by Darkflow Software. Enlisted takes you into the heart of the World War II era, where you control entire squads of soldiers in large-scale multiplayer battles. In this review, I'll be breaking down the gameplay, the graphics, and everything else you need to know before jumping into this game. The gameplay is unlike most shooters. Enlisted isn't just about running around as one soldier. It's all about squads. You'll command multiple soldiers, each with different roles, like riflemen, medics, engineers, so forth. You can switch between them in real time, which adds a unique tactical depth to the game. The action takes place in historical World War II locations, with missions that range from assaulting enemy positions to holding key objectives. This game has one of the greatest concept ideas that I have been looking for in a game for such a very long time, especially when it comes to squad play. Most squad games that has squad-based gameplay is kind of irritating when you're playing with somebody that doesn't play up to the role, doesn't help out in the squad or work with the squad. They're trying to be solo and Rambo everything, and it just makes things worse. In this game, you have AI control that you can tell them what to do, command them, and they stick by you the entire time to help you in firefights. So if you end up getting killed, you can instantly change to the next person that's alive in your squad to continue on a firefight, which is a game changer. And imagine this, so in lobbies and matches, the total player count for users can vary from a total of 15 on both sides, which is 30 total players, or 20 on 20 action, which is a total of 40 players. Now, with that being said, imagine players with full squads. So, for instance, you got a game where it's 20 on 20, and everybody picks a squad with a full squad of AI, which is up to 9 players in their squad, including themselves. So that's 10 total people that are being seen on the battlefield for each squad. So you're basically witnessing 100 players running around during a match. That is extremely crazy. Basically, that's just 360 AI just running around, and then you got 40 total users running around. And as a game changer, you can have different variety of role type of classes within your squad depending on level ups and what you end up unlocking. You can revive each other in the squad, your AI can revive you. It's just a great concept idea that this game really delivers on. The visuals and sound is really impressive with the amount of detail in the environments, from the ruined streets of Stalingrad to the beaches of Normandy. The graphics pull you right into the action. Character models and weapons are meticulously designed, making it feel like you're truly in the midst of a battle. The sound design is on point, with gunfire and explosions shaking the screen and bringing everything to life. But one thing I would note is that while the sound effects are great, the lack of voice acting can sometimes make the experience feel a bit flat. But they do tend to have a decent amount of voice acting, in my opinion, that is very solid for the game. Now, the biggest positive right off the bat is that this game is free to play. And usually when it's free to play, you have to have the monetization and microtransactions, of course. But even though you can spend money into the game to purchase premium squads and cosmetics and possibly faster way to unlock stuff, there's good news. It's not pay to win. All the key gameplay elements are accessible through regular play. The premium content mainly gives you an edge in terms of progression speed and access to exclusive squads, but you won't be at a huge disadvantage if you're not spending money. Now, the pros and cons about this game, well, first off, the pros. The World War II setting is immersive. The squad-based mechanics offer a unique twist, and the graphics and sound design really bring the game to life. On the downside, the AI isn't perfect, and progression can feel slow at times. The lack of voice acting might make the game feel a little flat for some players, and there can be occasional matchmaking issues. All in all, I think it offers a fresh and exciting take on World War II shooters. The squad-based gameplay adds a lot of depth, and it's a lot of fun when you find a good team. It's not perfect, but it's definitely a game that's worth checking out, especially if you're a fan of tactical shooters like me, and if you're into free-to-play games with no pay-to-win mechanics. Enlisted is one of the better ones out there. Now I want to give you guys my in-depth analysis of combat and controls of the gameplay mechanics and features. Enlisted offers a slower, more methodical pace than most modern shooters. The weapon recoil feels realistic, aiming down sights takes a bit more time than you might expect, especially with bolt-action rifles, which makes every shot count. You need to rely on cover, suppressing fire, and your teammates more than running and gunning, so it's not easy to just run and gun. Now they do have aim assist from time to time where it kind of snaps on to the enemy that you're aiming at. If he's on the move, you can't just snap and shoot like a hack, like a aimbot type of deal. But once you aim on, you have to kind of control your aim to steady your aim to make the shot. Now if they're standing still, then you can most likely just aim and quick shot as if it's like an aimbot shot, but it's kind of balanced between that. It's not very overpowering and you can't abuse it. It's kind of hardcore in a way depending on where you do shoot your enemy at, so the hitbox does matter. It can be a one-shot kill or it can be like a hit marker depending, like I said, where you do hit your enemy, but for the most part it feels like it's hardcore because most of the kills ends up being one shot anyways. Now to keep it balanced from people actually camping, they made it where the AI, if they're getting shot at from a distance, they can automatically sense where you're at once you shoot at them, but they can't accurately, instantly shoot you. They will miss most of their shots depending on, their perks and stuff, but that's where they make the game very, very balanced from people that tend to camp. Now you can camp decently, just depends on your strategy, but it's not guaranteed for the most part. Now even though this game is kind of old, it does have a very strong community base, and the game developers continue to keep this game up to date, keep fixing, patching the game over time, and continuing to still add things onto this game, which is amazing. Now, the matches can be filled up very quickly depending on peak times when you do play the game. However, matchmaking can sometimes place you with players who have a significant advantage in terms of equipment and upgrades. So even though you get faced with players that do have advantage in that aspect, it still doesn't feel that it's pay to win, which is a huge plus. So you may have a harder time facing people that do have advantage with those upgrades, but it's still balanced in a way where you're not totally dominated against. So that's a big plus. So I mean, most of the purchases are, cosmetics, skins, premium squads, extra gear, and most of it doesn't feel powerful, but it's not also game breaking, which, like I said, it's very, very balanced how they went about the microtransaction aspect. But the key is that everything can be earned through gameplay, just grinding the game, but it may take time compared to those that do spend money to help boost the speed of unlocking stuff. What's great about Enlisted is that you never feel forced to spend money. You can enjoy the game fully without paying a dime. But if you're someone who likes to speed up progression, the premium squads might be tempting. So if you want to unlock certain, like a flamethrower squad, you may be forced to spend money if you want to unlock them right away. But even though unlocking them is not going to make a big difference to where it's game breaking, where you have a huge advantage. So like I said, they made it very balanced between, the grind concept and paying on the game where it's not pay to win. And it's just very, very rare to find games like what Enlisted has done with the microtransactions in a free to play game. Because a lot of games now that goes the free to play route, it's pretty much pay to win. So take a look at, for instance, Madden's Ultimate Team. It has always been pay to win. It has never been a grind to earn a dominant team to compete with. Now, the last thing that this game really dominates in is the vehicle aspect. Compared to Battlefield or Call of Duty, you don't have unlimited ammo, and also it's based off, the amount of players that's in the vehicle. So like the tank, sometimes it takes like a full man crew, which all of them have different roles. Like your captain, his only role is to be able to peek out so you have a better view. If he does get shot, then you're just stuck with the driver from in the cockpit. So there is a bunch of realistic things when it comes to the aspect. And then, like I said, you don't have unlimited ammo. You have to go back and, get more ammo if you run out to get back into the fight. And when it comes to flying especially, the map is so massive that you have to fly back around and get ammo. You can't just fly back and forth with unlimited ammo and racking up kills. So I like how very balanced it is. Also with the flying mechanics is very realistic. Now for the tanks and just controlling the vehicles on the ground, it also has a unique health system. So depending on where you get shot, if you have bulky armor, light armor and all that stuff, it does matter. And the type of ammo that you use to, shoot and try to destroy a vehicle, it all has different unique aspects that most games don't even have nowadays. And that's why I prefer playing this game now more than any other game that I have played in the past, and this is my new favorite game. So if you guys enjoyed this kind of review and my opinion take on this game, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on Enlisted in the comments. Do you guys think this is pretty much the next big thing, or just another tactical basic shooter? Honestly, to me, I feel like this game is a underrated hidden gem, and this is probably my favorite games I ever found of all time. Other than that, once again, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments, and if you guys want more of this, just hit that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.